Hi there. If you happen to know any teacher, particularly middle school or high school teacher, and could you please forward them this video? Okay. This video is helping people with helping teachers with classroom discipline. All right. My name is Danny Weiss, and I am a high school math teacher in Waldorf, Maryland. This is my 29th year teaching, and as of this recording anyway, and I want to help you. And by the way, in the description of the video, you can also get access to my my pamphlet. It's a ebook that I wrote. It's really a 13-page. It's more of a guide, my guide in order to help with classroom discipline. All right, you can find that there. You can also email me. There's an email address, and you can text me. I left my cell number for you. Okay. Because if you have other questions that I haven't answered in the video, you can ask me. Okay. So this is part one of my recordings, and this is called The First Day of School. Because the thing is that here you are all fired up. You're going to have a great school year. Things are going to go great. You're going to do great things for students, and you're all excited, and that's wonderful. And I hope you never lose that, okay? So you got to always be excited, always be fired up. Don't ever lose that. Keep that fire, all right? But the fact is that on day one, you got to lay down the law. There's no other way. The first day of school, you have to set your expectations. Let them know what you expect from them. You have to tell them on day one. And you have to be consistent every day. Every day, you have to be consistent. Okay? The same rules have to apply for everyone. You can't have some rules for certain kids and other rules for another kid. No, that's never going to work. All right? It has to be consistent and for everybody. And if you don't think if you don't agree with that or you don't believe in that, then this video will not be for you, okay? This is the first day of school is the most important day of the year, discipline-wise. There's no more important day than the first day of school in order to get your discipline in order, okay? So the day one policies must include on time, how the students must be on time to class. On time, no excuses. They must speak when they have the floor. They must not talk while I'm teaching. Never talk while I'm teaching. And I'm going to talk more about that later in this video. You must respect your classmates. You don't have to like each other. Tell them that. You don't have to like each other, but you have to respect each other. All right? Eating. You have to decide what your eating policy is. And you shouldn't decide one day it's okay to eat and one day it's not. I allow my kids to eat in the class, but if they spill something, they are responsible for picking it up. And I talk about ants and this and that and the other, but I allow them to eat in class. So I'm tough on a lot of other issues, but eating in class, I don't take issue with. But if you take issue with it, that's fine. Just make sure you stick to that policy all year long, every day. Okay? Make sure you tell them that your expectation is that they will use their class time effectively. They have to use class time effectively. Get their work done in class. All right? Don't listen to this, oh, but I get my homework done at home. No, that's a lie. No, they don't. They don't get their work done at home. They need to get it done in class. Because they're going to try and explain to you, oh, I get my work done at home. And then they're going to say, when you ask them what happened to your homework, oh, well, I had to, whatever. There's going to be some excuse why they couldn't get it done. Okay? Get your work done in class. Okay? You have to set a restroom time limit. I give my students 4 minutes to use the restroom. They've got 4 minutes. I check the clock. In fact, this is consistent every day. I tell them they have until a certain time. So for example, if they leave at 10:07, they have to be back by 10:11 if they don't want repercussions. And I tell them I will suspend their pass for 2 weeks if it's more than 4 minutes. They've got 4 minutes for me, okay? If it needs to take longer for you, that's fine, whatever. I give them 4 minutes, and I stick to the 4 minutes. Because I'll have a kid come back, and it's been 10 minutes, and I say, sorry, you just lost your privileges for 2 weeks. That's it. And I don't let them have it. And I put their name on a board or on a piece of paper somewhere, and I don't forget for 2 weeks. They don't get the pass. It's very important that you have to make sure if the student wants to use the restroom, you have to check the time. And they have to come back when you say they have to come back, or else they will take advantage, okay? Make sure that they take just the 4 minutes. This is a huge issue because otherwise they'll just roam the hallways, okay? So if they really need to use the restroom, give them a set time, okay? It's really critical that you tell them what your expectations is in terms of what you need them to bring to class every day. I tell them that I expect them to have paper, a pencil every day, okay? And if not, it's going to affect their grade, okay? They know that they have to bring paper and pencil every day. They also have to bring their laptop and charger every single day to class. Period. There's no exception. It will affect their grade if they don't do that. And they know they have to bring their laptop every day to class. Period. And paper and pencil. So if you don't make it clear on day one, then they're going to take advantage. Okay? So make it clear what they need to bring. All right? You have to include this in your day one expectations. You have to tell them that they're going to succeed because it's okay to be wrong. Wow. Most of them have never heard that before. It's okay to be wrong. You're allowed to make mistakes. Tell them you're allowed to make mistakes. What? Yes, you're allowed to make mistakes. You don't have to know the right answer. What? It's like a shock. This is why we're here, right? Because you don't know the right answer, we're going to help you get there, okay? So if I call on you and you don't know, it's okay, all right? It's becoming right. That's the fun part, right? My favorite sound is, oh, I get it. I love that sound. Don't you love that sound? That sound is the best. Oh, I get it. That's why we're here, right? So explain to them it's okay to be wrong. You don't have to know the right answer, all right? Make sure that's clear on day one. Also, that they should ask questions. Please ask. I'm never going to bite your head off if you don't understand what I just explained. In fact, I'll come at it 5 different ways until I know that you get it. I want you to understand. So if you don't understand the way I explained it this time, then please ask. All right, because there's probably 12 other students that don't understand either. So I need you to please ask. All right, please make this clear on your first day that they have to ask questions and that you're not going to bite their head off. I even tell them, though, I do bite their head off if I say, look, I want you to turn your paper in to this spot on my desk right here. turn in your paper when you're done, this spot on my desk. Turn your paper to this spot when you're done. Now, if they're done and they ask me, where should I turn in my paper? That's going to bother me, and I'm going to tell them that, all right? And I'm going to get upset about that. But I'm never going to get upset when they ask me something they don't understand because they didn't understand the way I taught it the first time. It's going to be a problem if the reason that they didn't understand is because they were on their phone or they weren't paying attention. That's a problem too, all right? But if they saw me explain it and they didn't understand how I explained it, I'm never going to be upset if they're asking me questions about that. Make sure that's clear on day one, okay? Be clear about this on day one. I will be on time to class every day. I will be prepared for class. I will listen to you when you ask questions, and I will effectively answer your questions. I am not going to go on until I'm convinced that you understand. Okay? Those 4 are critical. And then there's a 5th one that's absolutely positively the most critical. I will make absolutely sure that you feel safe and comfortable in my classroom for the entire time that you're in the room. This is so critical, that point right there, that there's nothing else is more important than their safety, okay? You're gonna have students that are white, black, tan, attractive, not attractive, straight, gay, transgender, LGBTQ, whatever, thin, fat, short, tall, perfect. And they are all going to have some kind of insecurity. Everyone has some kind of insecurity, especially when it comes to math. But they are insecure about a lot of things. So while they're in your classroom, while they're in my classroom, they will not be made to feel insulted. They will not be put down. There is no put downs. Oh, but Mr. Weiss, we're just joking around. No. Not even the slightest joke. The slightest joke makes them feel even just a little bit hurt. No one's going to feel even the slightest bit of hurt in my classroom. Nobody, never. Okay? You will be safe in my classroom. And this point needs to be made clear by you, their teacher. They need to know that they will always be safe in your room and no one will ever make them feel bad for any reason. And you will stop anyone from letting that happen. Okay? There will be no put downs. Okay? If they do not feel safe, they will not learn in your class. Period. That is just a fact. Okay? Make it abundantly clear that you care about them. Okay? If they know that you care about them, they will learn in your classroom. It's just what will happen. Okay? I'm the kind of person, I won't allow cursing in my classroom. It just won't happen. So if a person uses the F word, I'll go, what? And I make them say fiddlesticks. They have to say fiddlesticks. If they don't say it, they don't actually say it, they're going to spend a minute with me after class talking about why we don't curse in class. Right? So that's just another thing that I do, no cursing. The way that I handle it is I make them say a different word. So they have to say shizzle if they use the SH word. Okay? They can say kiss my apple. I don't know, whatever it is. They have to fix it. They have to say the word. Like if I say, you have to say fiddlesticks, and they say, yeah, that. No, they can't say, yeah, that. No, they have to say the word in order to fix it. It's that important, okay? I also don't allow shut up. You can't say shut up in here. You can say shizzle up. Shizzle up? What's that? Who cares? It's just that no one says shut up because that's just too harsh. So And what happens automatically is when someone says shut up to someone else, someone else is like, yeah, that's right, which is good because now they are no longer being insulted by the person who said shut up. So they have to say shizzle up or close your mouth or lower yourself, something. I don't care what, but it can't be shut up, and they have to fix it. They have to, okay? That is absolutely important so everyone feels safe, okay? Now, when it does come to teaching, okay, I say the following statement. I say, do not talk while I'm teaching. Do not talk while I'm teaching. And I say it 3 times. Do not talk while I'm teaching. Do not talk while I'm teaching. Do not talk while I'm teaching. And then I say the reason is because there are people in this room who are trying to focus on what I'm doing. If you're talking while I'm teaching, they can't focus. It's a distraction. So you will not be a distraction in my class. I can't stop you. If you don't want to pay attention, that's on you. I can't stop you from that. But you will not be a distraction in my classroom. So do not talk while I'm teaching. That point is really important because if there's talking while you're teaching, it's craziness. It's unnecessary, okay? Don't let that happen. So now, after well into the school year, you've got students talking while you're teaching. I will stop class and I will say, let's go back to the first day of school. I said, do not talk while I'm teaching. And I'll say it 3 times. Do not talk while I'm teaching. Do not talk while I'm teaching. And I will explain again. There are people in this room trying to focus on what I'm doing. And if you're talking while I'm teaching, that is a distraction. You're going to have to say it again throughout the school year if there are people talking while you're teaching. Okay? Hopefully they get the message. But if they don't get the message, right, and they're talking again, now you say, all right, you've got 2 choices. Either you stop talking immediately or you get removed by administration. Period. That's what's going to happen. You stop talking or you get removed. Make your choice now. And that's what you have to say. You have to be that stern about it. All right? And you do have to have an administration that will support you on this. Okay? If you don't, you may want to find another school because this administration has to support you on this. If the administration is going to let students talk while you're teaching, this is not the place for you. Okay? So you have to have support from administrators on that. So you have to make it clear. Make a choice. Either stop talking now or get removed by administration. And if it comes to it, call administration, have the kid removed if necessary. I've done it. I will do it again. It will happen, but it's rare now because they know I'm not playing when it comes to talking while I'm teaching. Okay? Another point is when you talk to one person specifically about stop talking, okay? Here's a key, all right? Don't argue with them. Do not argue with the student. That's just going to be a power struggle. You're not going to win, okay? Just make it clear. When a kid says, but I'm not the only one talking. I understand that. I'm talking to you right now. Right now, I'm talking to you. And I'm telling you, either stop talking or get removed. I will address the other ones in a minute. But right now, make your choice. Okay? Be that stern. And yes, you have to stop class to do this. Because if you don't do this, the others don't see how serious you are about not talking while you're teaching. Everyone has to watch this, okay? So they have to understand that you're serious about that, all right? So you have to make absolutely certain that the students know your expectations, okay? If they don't know your expectations, there is never going to be any way for you to have complete control over your classroom, okay? So, I invite you once again to check out my guide in the description of the video below. All right, you can email me. I have my email address in the description as well as my cell number. You can text me and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience, okay? I look forward to seeing you in video part 2.